and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be around the world. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and enjoying your summertime, okay? Going out to nature, swimming. Maybe many of you are eating ice cream, right? Or homemade ice cream, whatever. But as long as you are enjoying your summer, right? So, and it's just gorgeous every day. Like the sun is out and things like that. But most of all, make sure you stay hydrated. Okay, have your water early in the morning when you first wake up. Before you eat anything, have a glass or two glasses of water. Okay, so you start giving your body what it needs to get going. Okay, so anyway, um, today I want to talk about how to tell if your man is on the down low, right? If your man is on the DL, okay? So, ladies, this is crucial. I'm just gonna give you the obvious sign of when a man is on a DL, okay? Especially today, for those of you that are afraid to be alone, or you cannot live without a man, or or you got a date and so on and so on. So, or you have no control over your libido, and this message is for you. So, since we basically live in a very perverted world and a very sexual world, and a lot of people just don't have any control over their bodies and their libido, and this goes both ways, men and women as well. So when it comes to you giving away your temple, which is your body, and just showing it just anybody, or just everybody, um, you need to be careful. You need to be very careful. So today, for some reason, there are so many men that are on the DL. So many guys. So many. It's basically out of the closet if you can recognize the signs, and a lot of women cannot. Okay, they're dealing with a guy, they're married to one, or they're dating one, and they can't tell if this guy is sleeping with other men. If you see your man spending a lot of quality time with another guy, or they choose to be with that guy on the weekends, or days or nights that they're supposed to spend with you, they prefer to go out with that person. It could then that's their DL partner, right? Especially if they have been dealing with that person for a long, 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 long time. If you know for a fact that your guy have a hard time being in long term relationships, or just not cut up for that, okay? They're like womanized and things like that, but they have this one particular guy, they've been together forever for like years, then that's the DL partner. Okay? They're inseparable. They're always choosing that guy over you. Okay? That's another thing. A man that's in the DL is a man that's like a womanizer, player, like a Don Juan type of guy, like have a lot of women sleep around a lot, okay? Um, they do that in order to justify, to make themselves believe that they are not on the download, they're not bi, but they really are. So they have this fantasy in the mind that if they sleep with a lot of women, that validates the fact that they are not into men. Okay, so, and another thing also is, if you ever been with a guy and and they're showing you this sign. Like I said, they have a buddy. They've been years friends with that buddy, and they're always together and things like that. And and also things they're supposed to be doing with you on the weekends that used to do with that guy. Then or they're sneaking around. You find out later that they were with that guy in a day that they were supposed to take you out. That they but they cancel your date with you, and you find out later that they were really with that guy. Then that's the DL partner. If you see your man also, if you've been intimate with him, it's more like robotic, emotional disconnection. When you're with that guy, you feel that way, and it was like quick, or after they're done that aerobic exercise in the bedroom, then either they got up right away, or there was no hugs, or um, there was no intimacy during that session, intimacy, right? Or there was no them, like you know how it is, like talking to you and thinking when a guy really care for you, they don't want to let you go after the aerobic session, right? If there was none of that, then that's a DL guy, right? So the emotional disconnection, and you will know, you will feel it. Okay, it's like it's like being with an ice box. Okay, so and they really didn't care if they end up making you happy or not. Okay, things like that. So they don't really, when those things happen, they don't really want to be with you. They prefer to be with another man. Okay, and if you see that also the guy friend, whenever if you call them, they're always with that guy. Hey, I'm here with my buddy, or me and my buddy were at the mall. Me and my, it's always the same person. Then be suspicious of that. Okay, and another sign also that example, you could be watching a movie with them, and there was like a scene um, of two people together, the same sex together, and all this automatically out of nowhere, they start criticizing um, those actors, even though you did not mention it, you weren't even talking about that, and all of a sudden, they start criticizing that, or they start criticizing people of the same sex or whatever. Okay, how much they hate that, what a humiliation and things like that. Okay, those are DL men. Okay, so they're basically so ashamed of what they're doing that they'll take that frustration or that guilt, get that guilty feeling out in another way. Okay, and just be careful also that watch them. If they're around that same person all the time, when you see them together, watch how their body language around each other, how they talk to each other, the way they look at each other and things like that. Okay. And a lot of women out there just don't know that. A lot of women out there just don't know that there's such thing as a DLN. A lot of women are very unaware of this. Okay. And that could cost you your life, you know? Because if somebody's running around being secretive, and a DL man is very secretive, right? They will never reveal that to you. Okay. And it's not only it's not fair, it could, like I said, it's very dangerous as well, right? So, and also how to know that your boyfriend is a DL, they're always missing in action. You have a hard time getting through them If they're not with you, you cannot get them on the phone. You cannot get them. You may text them, they never answer you back, or sometimes hours they'll answer you back. Okay. And most DL men, like I said, they're very jealous of the woman. They're very jealous of the woman. Okay. So, missing in action, those are obvious signs. There are other sign that the man is on the DL, and then they're gonna tell you about it. Um, Most narcissists are on the DL. Okay. Um, your man, also a DL man, can be. They're very attractive men. They're very good looking. Also, I forgot to mention that, and they could be very hateful. They could be very mean at times. Okay, things like that. That's the DL man. Okay, but those are the obvious signs, and there are other things that may make the DL men. Like I said, the DL men, or those are married men, guys you could be dating, guys you have kids with. Okay, not because a guy have one or many baby mama does not mean that he's not on the DL side. Okay, so they have women, or they have a lot of women, and they have kids with different women just to cover up, just to show to society that they don't swing that way, when in reality they are that way. Okay, so it's just a cover up. Okay, so they'll use the female as a cover up. That's why they date female. Okay, they'll date female on the surface. Okay, but in reality, they prefer to be with man, or they prefer to be with that one man. Okay, that they've been buddy with for years and years. Okay, now, not because a man has a best friend they've been friends with since they were young, and that they are on the deal. I'm not talking about that. Okay, but you will know, ladies, you have good instincts. If your instinct is telling you one thing and you feel something, okay, then it is what it is. If your instinct is telling you that there's something fishy going on with your boyfriend, something strange, something weird going on with a certain type of guy they hang out with or talk to, then it is what it is. Okay, and your instinct will never lie to you, right? Okay, so those are the obvious signs. Okay, and once you recognize this sign, then you'll get to understand what the other signs are. Like, does he have a guy that's always sending him money for no reason? Does he have an older man that's taking care of him, or giving him money on a regular basis? Okay, most DL men usually they have sugar daddies, and they have sugar mama as well, taking care of them. Okay, because they service these people. Okay, and like I said, most DL men also, they have sex and addiction. They're into strange lifestyles and things like that. So those are the things you gotta look out for. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Okay, and like I said, there's many other things. Okay, you need to look out for. Okay, so usually when somebody has a sex addiction, that they into this all this crazy strange lifestyle. Thanks a lot, guys, for listening to the message, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Okay? Thank you.